Breaking overnight, a 19-year-old woman is killed and a 23-year-old man is injured when a gunman opens fire on their home in North Philadelphia. Officers raced.
So just ride with me real quick, y'all. I want to paint this picture for y'all and just ride with me, right? So check it out. It's the start of the new year. We're about 2 weeks into the new year, right? We're in the house. It's 8, 9 o'clock. We're at home in our apartment in Philly, right? It's just another day, another Thursday night. You know, nothing special about it, nothing remarkable. It's me, it's my lady, it's our child, our grandmother, and some other family in the house. Just got done eating dinner. Me and my girl were joking about what we're gonna get into later on, if you know what I mean, our little adult time. Baby's running around crazy as he always does, right? Mind you, the baby's only 4 months old, right? So the baby's just getting to realize life. We're getting to know the baby a little bit more. The personality's beginning to show. Everybody tells me he looks just like his mom. I'd be like, nah, he look like me. He look like daddy. Everybody like, nah, I'm sorry. You're wrong on this one. He look just like his mom. Deep down, I know, though. I love her. She's my lady. We've been together since high school. So I'm cool with that. My lady's thing is, she always wanted to be the best woman she could be. And by woman, I mean wife. I mean mother. I mean housekeeper. You know, she wanted to be the best woman she could be. And one of the best women she knew was her grandmother. So she would always pick her grandmother's brain. Always. Hey, mama, what you think about this? What you think about that, grandma? You know. And that's what she was doing. She was picking her grandmother's brain. You know, she had some plans, stuff she wanted to do coming into spring. You know, and even though she's young, she said, I promise you this year, everything that I procrastinated on last year, everything I wanted to do and I made excuses for, and everything else that happened over the year, I'm not going to allow that to get in my way this year. I promise you this year, I'm going to put my plans in motion. And I believe her, because I've never seen her so determined. Never. Like I said, we've been together since high school. Never seen her so determined. Listen, she even went as far as she got a journal, and she writes down everything she wants to do in that journal, right? And not only does she write everything down, but she puts a date with it. All right, I want to achieve this in 3 months. And then after that, I want to achieve this in 6 months. After that, I want to go for this and that and this and that. Everything she has planned out. So I see what she's doing, and I say, damn, I better step my game up, right? I better step my game up. So I start doing it, and I start realizing, damn, she's onto something, right? Because whatever she's doing, and I'm following my woman's lead. I'm the man. I'm supposed to lead the house. But at this moment, I say she's onto something. I have to follow her lead, right? She's never led me astray before. So I follow her lead, right? I start writing down stuff. I do it in my phone, though. You know, I put it in my notes. I don't want her to see, because she's going to talk shit to me and tell me, oh, you always copying my stuff, you know. So I write it down in my notes. She don't really know how much she inspires me and motivates me, you know, and I don't tell her enough, but, you know, I don't want her to get all big-headed on me. So I've seen little things that she's done, and I said, let me try to do that, right? So I set short-term goals. They come to fruition. So I said, okay, I'm going to do some more, right? And it's only been a couple weeks that I've been doing it. Right? She's been doing it a little bit longer than me, but I've only been doing it for a couple weeks, keeping these notes and keeping these goals and setting dates to it and all that. So we're sitting in the house, like I said, after dinner, just joking, laughing. It's just another day. She's picking her grandmother's brain, right? She knows, you know, it's about time to get a baby a bath and get the baby settled down for the night. That night, we had her favorite meal that her grandmother makes. She's asking her grandmother, can you help me and write me down, you know, the recipe? And her grandmother's joking and saying, look, there's no recipe. It's all in my head. She's laughing. She's saying, come on, man, give me the recipe. Give me the recipe, Grandma. So her grandmother finally breaks down that night and says, you know what? I'm going to give you the recipe. Go get that book you've been writing in for the past couple months. Go get that book. Go get you a pen. I'm going to give you the recipe. So she's excited. I'm hyped because my woman is an awesome woman. But when it comes to cooking, she could use some help. Her food's not horrible, but she could use some help. And by the way, grandma make that meal out of this world. So she starts explaining to her what she has to do. And I'm watching. I'm just watching. And my lady is writing down everything, paying attention, asking questions, saying, okay, so do we use fresh cilantro or cilantro in the can? Do we use fresh garlic or garlic from the can? You know, grandma's telling her it's all fresh. Got to use all fresh, right? I got an eerie feeling in my stomach, man. I just had an eerie feeling. I didn't know what it was. Before we sat down to eat, I was upstairs smoking. So when I got that gut feeling, I said, let me go back upstairs and make sure that I put that out in the ashtray. Put it out. I start coming back down the steps. And I thought it was on TV. I heard something, right? And it sounded like gunshots. I was like, damn, they got the TV up loud. Or maybe it's the neighbors. But then I hear glass break. And I hear a little bit of commotion. I come down the rest of the steps. First thing I see is the baby playing on the floor. Baby don't know what's going on. He's fine. I look over and I see my lady and she's hugged up over her grandmother. So I was like, all right, you know, she's all right. She heard the gunshots. Maybe some shots came into the house. She heard them. She jumped on grandma to make sure grandma's okay. Exactly what she would have done. I'm not surprised because that's the type of woman she is. Grandma's okay. Right? The shots stopped. My hand is throbbing. I mean, throbbing. This shit hurts. I look down and I see my hand bleeding. I realize, man, I must have got shot in the hand or maybe some glass. And I look at it, I could literally see a hole in my hand. You know, I realize I've been shot. So I call her name. I say, hey, babe, get up. Get up, man. I just got shot. Get up. I'm shot in the hand. She's not really listening. She's not responding like she would. So I tell her, I say, hey, babe, I've been shot. Get up, man. I tell her, I say, yo, it stopped. Whatever happened, whatever was going on, it stopped. I said, they stopped shooting. I go over to her. See, she's hugged up over grandma. Grandma's trying to peek out from around her. She said, that's why I hate living in Philly, man. I hate it here. I just want to get out of here. I grab my lady, pull her to the side. And as soon as I pull her back, she just drops straight on the ground. I'm in shock. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not processing in my mind what I'm seeing. She just dropped straight to the ground. I looked down. And I seen like her leg was bent up under her. So I said, man, that can't be comfortable. So I go to pull her leg out and lay her back. She's not responding to anything. Anything. I just look at her and I'm telling you, it's right here happening in front of my eyes. But it's still not processing on what I'm seeing. I pay a little bit of closer attention. I see she's been shot. Front of her shirt's all full of blood. She got a little bit of blood coming down her mouth. She's struggling to breathe. She's gasping for breath. I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes, but I still can't comprehend what I'm seeing. Then little blood bubbles start to come out of her mouth. At this time, grandma's screaming. My ears are just ringing though. And it's crazy because they weren't ringing before, you know, so it's not from the gunshots. My ears are just ringing. I'm watching her. I look down at her. I give her a kiss. I say, baby, don't do this. Don't leave me. She's struggling to breathe. Cops get there. She's pronounced dead.
Officers raced to West Glenwood Avenue, that's near Dillman Street, last night. We know the woman was in her living room when the bullets came through the home. She was shot in the chest and died. The man was shot in the hand. He's in stable condition.
Based on ballistic evidence, we know at least 20 shots were fired from outside across the street. The 19-year-old female was standing in the living room talking to her grandmother when she was struck by gunfire, and she collapsed onto the floor. That's where police found her. The 23-year-old male shot in the hand was walking down the steps leading to the living room when he was shot in the hand.
Police say there were other family members in the home during the shooting, including a 4-month-old baby. No one else was injured. Officers believe that the home was targeted.
What's up, y'all? Excuse the background. I'm in the back of the shop. Been a busy day, but I wanted to shoot this. So you see this story. This couple was inside their home, and somebody shoots into their home, right? It kills the girl and injures the man. Family left broken, right? The house was targeted, obviously, because they shot, it was like 20 rounds that they found outside of that person's house. Think about how sad this is. A young woman lost her life, 20 years old. 20 years old. This is such a shame. Person that did this, I ain't got no pity for you, man. I hope you get caught. I hope, karma comes around and catches you. This is so sad. You threw your life away. Behind what? You killed the woman, and that's probably not even who your intended victim was. Maybe you had something going on with the dude, but did that justify shooting into an open house with a grandmother, a 4-year-old baby, and end up killing a lady, a 20-year-old girl? And there was other occupants in the house. Think about how sad this shit is. So if anybody knows a GoFundMe, if they set up a GoFundMe or anything to help pay for the funeral, please hit me in the comments and let me know. Put it in the comments. I'll pin it in the comments. Anything that we could do to help this family. It's a shame, man. It's the start of the new year, and they're making funeral arrangements. Think about how sad this is. This shit has to absolutely stop. If you're not safe in your house, where are you safe? Right? Where are you safe if you're not safe in your house?